All right, can y'all hear me now? Still no sound? Why is this still playing? I guess y'all let me know when you can hear me. You hear me now? Awesome. I don't know what's causing the technical difficulties with StreamYard. It might be from it might be from well, I'm still hearing the intro because I sound good to y'all, but for some reason I'm still hearing the intro. It doesn't show me the intro's playing, but I hear it. Okay, now it's gone back off again. Okay, maybe that's the last of it. I don't know. Computer's struggling at the moment. Um, Miscalculated with some uploads. They're still going on. Four videos are in the process of uploading still. I thought they'd be done by now, but they are not. So the computer is straining to deal with everything. Welcome to LOCKBEARD Phenomena number 117. Aura Awareness. It is Aura Awareness Day, apparently. I, a lot of people claim they can see your aura. I can't say that I'm one of those people. Um, but but we know there's something there to be measured scientifically, Kirlian, uh, photography, and so on. So it's an interesting thing, Why is it that some people, at least they claim they can see it, see colors, stuff like that? Let me get in the chat here and see. Maybe I can get it on screen. Hold on a second. I want to get it on screen. It's going to take me just a second. Looks like Troy Barex was here first. It's taking its time, but there it is. There it is. Doesn't need to be that big, does it? Um, it is Saturday, November 25th, 2023. National Aura Day. See, so there's Troy. Troy, first thing says Mr. Lee, woody woo. Hollering out for Mr. Lee. Uncle Bones, welcome. Danny, welcome. Angel, welcome. Greetings, happy holidays from South Carolina there. Grasshopper's here. Brian Chewy's here. Yep, let's having some malfunctions. Halito icon. Grasshopper says, "Who are all these people, and why am I here?" Saw your hair get grayer. Oh my god, yeah, some technical difficulties. Volt's big toe. Did I miss Volt's big toe? Where's Volt's big toe? Brian says, drum roll. Gaza crap on another site. Man. Yeah, those people have been fighting forever, and they will fight forever. We need to just stay out of it. Pondering on muted. Yeah. Drone over Gaza. Mr. Lee says, "Oh my God, you didn't start 2 hours ago." Why would I start 2 hours ago? Um, why would I start 2 hours ago? Why are you saying that? Mr. Lee's here. Welcome. Danny says, "We fucking hear you." Always behind. Miss everything. Oops. Raptor Crazy's here. Welcome. Be listening. Got company, says Icon. Cool. Mr. Lee says, "Yes, they have a camera for checking the color of your aura." Mr. Lee says, "It says here you started 2 hours ago, but I suspect that's because of your many uploads. Few." I don't know why it would say I started 2 hours ago, unless it means like I set up the live stream 2 hours ago. So, yeah, roughly is about. It sounds about right. About 2 hours ago when I set it up. Everybody survived Thanksgiving. It looks like. Um. So I didn't even know there was a aura awareness day, but apparently there is. It says in 2002, the world began to celebrate International Aura Awareness Day every fourth Saturday in November on November 25th this year. Since then, more people have become aware of the auras that surround all living things. An aura is a distinctive feeling or character, the air of a person or place perceived by those who encounter or experience them. In Latin and ancient Greek, the literal word aura means wind, breeze, or breath, and it also means a gentle breeze in medieval English. International Aura Awareness Day celebrates the valid belief in the existence of auras as the energy around every creature of this world. The history of Aura Awareness Day. Cynthia Sue Larson began International Aura Awareness Day in 2002, but Indian religions such as Hinduism and Buddhism have mentioned auras since time immemorial, connecting them to chakras and kundalini. As early as the 19th century, the word aura already described the quality or energy emitting from someone or something, particularly with the rise of New Age religions. Charles Webster Leadbeater was the first to talk about auras in that context. He was a priest of the Church of England who had studied theosophy in India. Leadbeater acknowledged that he had mystic powers and he could use those powers to make scientific investigations. In his book, Man, Visible and Invisible, published in 1902, he illustrated man's aura in various stages. A British occultist of the 20th century, W.E. Butler, was the first to link auras with clairvoyance and discovering that they helped measure the body's physical health. Every human on Earth has an energy field or an aura around them. This is also true for other living things such as plants and animals. Specific types of cameras capture auras, displaying them as halos or projections of light surrounding the body. Auras have different colors, which can change over time. Each color is believed to have an alternate importance. Red often depicts a fearless and passionate personality. Orange is imaginative and full of emotion. Pink is delicate and calm. White is devoted and has an uplifting positivity. Yellow has high self esteem and is confident. Green is drawn to wildlife and nature and are natural healers. Tan cherishes detail. Blue is caring. Purple is a richly powerful personality. These are the colors seen in different auras. Conceptual artist Christina Lonsdale once said, as human beings, we radiate a very low level of electricity that's otherwise known as an electromagnetic field. She became famous with the growing prominence of the Aura Camera Lab Radiant Human she started in 2014, where she takes portraits and reads auras. The camera in question is a Polaroid hand built by Guy Coggins in the 70s. A few people claim to see auras around others, saying auras give an understanding of an individual's convictions, thoughts, and personality. Auras can be dark too or injured, and a damaged aura demonstrates an emotional, physical, or mental issue. Meditation, positive affirmations, visualization, and energy balancing can help cleanse the aura and bring recovery when an aura is damaged. So, is there anyone out there amongst you watching that claim to be able to see auras? If so, what does mine look like? Because does my color reflect my general disposition of being displeased with every damn thing? They didn't mention that in that text right there. They got a timeline on here, but that stuff was mostly mentioned in the text. Well, some of it was. 1939, Curlian photography. A lot of people have seen that. Curlian discovers the method of capturing auras on photographic paper. The aura camera Guy Coggins invents the Auracam 3000, an Aura camera for commercial sale. The Auracam 6000 is what most Aura photographers use today. And then it gives the when Aura Day started. Where was that with Mr. Lee here? Donald got here. Awesome. Mr. Lee says, whoops, can't be clicking on. Mr. Lee says my aura is purple. Or his aura, I guess. Mr. Lee's aura is purple. Grasshopper says auras are a kaleidoscope and change every second. It's not one color. Aura picks aura of that second and nothing else. Danny says, I bet Lee's aura is brown. Mr. Lee says, Grasshopper, I was told this, yes. Mr. Lee says, Dan, biggest knucklehead in South Carolina. JT's here. Welcome. Grasshopper says, aura stuff at psychic fairs are just dime store gypsy circus material and mean nothing. I kind of figure, because a lot of times you got people, these psychics, and they'll say they know this thing or that thing for sure, and they say a bunch of crap that just they can't possibly know. And to say that they see a particular color, the only thing I could figure is that perhaps at times you can see a predominant color, because depending what kind of energies they're perceiving, if they're perceiving them at all, there's going to be different colors represented, right? Because you're dealing with thousands and thousands of frequencies when it comes down to it. Well, maybe not perceiving thousands, but that's what's out there. But they got to come up with some bullshit to sell people, right? So it's just like, it's just like, I'm gonna piss people off with this one. It's just like astrology. They got to come up with I mean, look how many books have been sold with astrology saying, well, if you were born on this day, then you're like this. Well, I could probably go in there, scramble everything, and put Cancer where Virgo is, and Capricorn where Aquarius is, and swap the descriptions out. And then the Virgos would come read the Virgo description that was swapped with an Aquarius or whatever, and still think that it pertains to them because it's so generalized, and it's going to apply to just about everybody. And if it doesn't, then I think, well, maybe it's something that's about to happen, or it could happen. I mean, people really bend over backwards to justify their belief in these things. Saying, well, there's a potential, if a psychic, if an astrologer tells you, you're going to find love, or you might find love. Well, anyone might find love any day, right? And when it doesn't happen, you just must, you gotta rationalize, well, why it didn't. Well, maybe I didn't maybe I didn't do what I needed to do, or whatever. It's just a lot of nonsense. So I mean, and just in the same thing with aura is like, just reading that text there for National Aura Day over there. They're giving these statements about what this color means and what that color means. Well, you're right. That stuff doesn't mean, it doesn't necessarily mean all that. And but they got to have something to write down in these books and this and to tell people something. So yeah, you can see an aura, okay, but yeah, but does it really tell you anything accurately? Is it something that we can scientifically measure that it has any meaning? As far as I know, no. Can we take pictures of an aura? Well, basically, that's Kirlian photography. But does it justify books where they people to tell you how to read auras and blah 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 and this whole psychic whole mess? Well, no. I haven't seen anything to prove that. Wonder if old Jessica uh, reads auras. She never did. She never did. Maybe I should one of these days designate another remote viewing object and then not reveal this one until somebody actually remote views it. I'm reasonably certain remote viewing is possible, although something extremely difficult, but possible. So, um, maybe that's something I need to do, and see if anyone because we know Jessica's not going to be able to remote view it. She's got her excuses. I'm talking about the cryptid huntress for those that don't know, and so anyway, I wonder if she remote views stuff you can't possibly check on, right? If she remote views something like something that occurred in the past and there's no evidence left behind of that incident, you can't go back in time and go check and see if that thing happened, right? You can't. You cannot check her claims. Um, if she remote views another planet, you can't go to the other planet and check her claims. Maybe one day humanity does, but she'll be long gone by then and doesn't care. She's selling a load of shit, and I invite her to prove me wrong any day. But I think she's just full of shit, and I don't know if she reads auras. Maybe she does. And claims that your aura says this or that. Well, I don't think you know what you claim you know. But people want, people who believe in this stuff want someone to give them the answers, and usually it's a pretty positive, answer, right? You know, they always try to, I've seen it so many times that this death card pops up and it's like, well, what that really means is change. Okay, great, whatever. um, because nobody wants to get that bad news. So they want people to feel happy about the news they got and to come back and pay them some more money for another card reading or whatever they're doing, gazing into a crystal ball or whatever they do. It's always they're going to be trying giving a positive reading, and those colors, like we just read in that text, the same thing. All of it was basically positive things. I would find it far more realistic if they gave both positive and negative attributes to every color, but they didn't. They were all positive things. Uh, Red flag, it's all bullshit. You know, is there an aura of some kind of aura? Yeah. Is it scientifically explainable? Absolutely. Can we measure it to some extent? Can we take a picture of it? Yeah. Do we know what the hell? Can we look at it and say, "Oh, your color is this, and it means you're like that"? No, I do not believe so. Now, maybe one day we'll be able to use aura measurements to indicate health or something, but I don't think we're here, and I certainly don't think some psychic, you know, ooh, I can read your aura. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it until one of them comes along and proves something. Any of these psychics are welcome to actually bring proof, but they'll always come along and, well, they'll do a reading basically. They won't prove anything. The fact is, a lot of these people don't seem to understand what actually constitutes proof anyway. I get the got I got a comment under a video recently. This person said, "A scientist, you are not." I'm like, well, I have this degree, so um, you're some rando on the internet who doesn't know your ass from a hole in the ground, telling me I'm not any kind of scientist when I know damn well I got me a degree, and in addition, a tremendous amount of additional scientific coursework from college, and in addition to that, all of my independent study beyond that. Um, am I working as a scientist? No, but yeah. And then this person proceeded to make statements about the subject of that video that were all pure speculation. I wouldn't even want to give it the dignity of being called hypothesis. He's just some shit, some claims and speculation. So that's what we're dealing with out here. Raptor says, wait a minute. Yeah, or here's where I'm. Donald says, I'm whooped, been outside working on a tractor all day. If I fall asleep, scream at me, Mr. Lee. Raptor says, I can remember when you buy, I can remember when you buy a mood ring, it will tell you about your aura. Angel says, Donald, did you have to wait for the cold weather to work on it? Grasshopper says, I only see auras after a pint of uh, uh, servo. Uh, um, hold on a second. Damn chat. Hate the way the chat does. Um, hold on. Let me find where I'm at in chat. All right. Did you have to wait for the cold weather? Troy says, I cannot see auras. I'm going to guess blue. Parts in back order. Angel says, Donald, that figures nothing like working out in the cold. We had 10 this morning. It's cold. Mr. Lee says, yes, that's what I had. 2 ladies performed aura photography on me. No lie. Mr. Lee says, Brent has just gone live. Has he? Um, when you say Brent's gone live, do you mean something to Sasquatch about? Or is he like he did? I didn't think he did lives typically on his own. Grasshopper says Brent just does hoaxer stuff. No time for that. I'll watch it later. Donald says, yeah, I just saw that. Mr. Lee Raptor says Brent will probably be talking about me from last night. Did you cause some trouble? Angel says, Mr. Lee, I can only listen to so many feeds at once. Oh, he's in a live from the field. Okay. All right. Yeah. Mr. Lee says all horoscopes are wrong according to the new calendar. Angel says, Raptor, did you not say anything wrong last night? Live 36 seconds. What did you miss last night? Donald says, Mr. Lee. Raptor says that Donald, go watch Squatch Talk later. Is Squatch Talk going to go live later? I didn't catch it. I guess it sucks because if I don't know, if I don't know when you're going to be live, I can't catch up to it. A lot of the times because YouTube don't send a notification or whatever. YouTube sucks, man. You were dealing with a burst pipe at the time, so you didn't watch Squash Sack last night. Raptor says, an angel, thank you. I didn't think I said anything wrong either, but he reacted different. Mr. Lee says, Lockbeard, you caused a stir in the Bigfoot Kingdom this week. Nobody really talking about it, though. Well, you know. Did I cause it? Did I cause a stir? Because Brent just did his video, nice ripping the scab off on the LIB hoaxing and stealing of photographs thing. It's crazy, just going back to review that video, because when he was asking about that, and I just recently set that video up to be re-uploaded, because it's not on this current channel. It was on the old one, but it's not on the current channel, so I've been re-uploading all the videos, as many of y'all are aware. You're probably sick of seeing the uploads of old live streams. Once I get to, it's 100 and something of them, and once they're all on the channel, though, that'll stop. It's going to take a couple of months with one of them getting uploaded, one of them going live every day. I'm uploading several a day because I can only upload them so fast. Like I mentioned earlier, I got 4 of them in the process of uploading right now to it looks like it's 3 now. Well, technically it's two live streams, but they're uploading to 2 different channels. So so they'll probably be, so one of the 4 is done. So hopefully the others will upload a little faster, and hopefully it'll be done, and hopefully it'll stop straining the computer a little bit. I don't know if I'm coming through smoothly for y'all, because I didn't intend on having these still uploading, but sometimes for some reason, I don't know why, videos will get kind of little upload slow. But anyway, so it just happened that about that same time, a couple days ago, the LIB video from the LIB live stream from last year was going to go public on this channel and on TPN. The vision is for TPN to be a network channel, but I want to have all the back live streams already there whenever that time comes. So I don't know if that's the stir you're talking about, because it was really the tall ones who ripped the scab off, and and talking about, I mean, the biggest issue with the LIB situation for me is, it's bad enough. There's hoaxers, people with pictures of shadows are a dime a dozen. This total yahoo. And it got worse with the live stream, right? If you go back and watch the live stream with the chat, which I did put a lot of the chat on the screen, but if you want to be able to see the chat, the original Lockbeard channel that I no longer have access to, but it's still on YouTube. You can go find it on YouTube, on the original channel, where it has the chat still on there. Where him and either other accounts or friends of his trying to defend the whole situation, when it was very clearly open and shut case. It took me some time fiddling with the video that he stole that picture from, to find the exact frame, but I found it and put it there side to side, and there's just no denying that he stole that that screenshot. And then his story changing. I got the screenshots. They're on that live stream. Changing his story and just. And then as Brent mentioned there, and there's not even anything you can see in the pictures. It's just a picture of some trees. I don't see anything. There's nothing. It's not like it's a good one or anything. So I suppose you talk about that. Angel says, "Whoops." Raptor Jeff does not like it if you either question or disagree. Pat doesn't care as long as you're not name calling or being totally disrespectful. So, Jeff, you talking about Jeff Harding? Raptor says that Angel, I agree too, but I think Jeff kind of bumped his noodles or something. I don't know. Read your question wrong. Well, Raptor, I don't know what it is about Raptor. The way he words things on here, it comes off um wrong. It comes off aggressive. It comes off as if he's kind of attacking. He says he doesn't really mean to, but he might. I strongly encourage Raptor to look at making sure everything you type in the chat to people is very, very diplomatic, nothing accusatory. Just play it cool. Just play it cool, because for whatever reason, the way you word things rubs people the wrong way. And why that is, I don't know. It just does. We've been watching it go on for a long time. And so you need to be really, really careful, because I mean, you don't have to. You do what you want, right? You grown ass man. But if you don't want to upset people, you might want to try doing that. Angel says, Raptor, I think he read your question wrong. JT says, Jeff was acting like a little girl on Pat's show. I guess I needed to go check it out. Jeff can be that way. No, he was live last night. Brent ripped the scab off, like you said. Yeah. And of course, there was some mention of, I guess, LIB being on Moog's show, and it wasn't talked about, apparently. I didn't watch. I don't watch Moog's show anymore. But and I don't know if I can just be able to dedicate more time to the channel and do things like make the Rimmer video that I started on. But it's a kind of a big thing to do, and I'm having such a hard time, with that level of doing that level of editing with what I got, right? So, but anyway, which will make the case for why the Rimmer situation was not what it was portrayed to be, and it's not meant to be an attack on anybody. But at this point, after I was attacked, for just saying, look, I think you guys were mistaken. Raptor says at Lockbeard, when did you go live with that LIB video? Because I never got notified or anything. That if look at the thumbnail, Raptor, I'm uploading all my previous videos. That live stream was from last year. You'll see the date on the thumbnail. So those are uploads. Those aren't live now. They're just an uploaded video now, but they're a copy of the live stream from last year. So every day, I just went ahead and decided to just make it one a day. One of those old live streams goes live every day in order of when they happen. You know, they're numbered. I numbered them for a reason. It makes it easier for people to find what they're looking for. You know, so many people, they do live streams and their title is not helpful in finding out what you're looking for sometimes. Um, Numbering, I think, is a really good idea. But yeah, that LIB live stream is from last year. It's a re-upload because because my old channel got taken away. So I'm trying to get all those up on this channel, at least as an upload. It doesn't have the chat. You won't see the chat on the side. There's no chat replay. But anytime I put the chat on screen, either by this or by the other, you know, the other method over on StreamYard, like so. Boom. But this is just it. Like right now, I've already clicked the next. It finally, so I'm going to click the next one now. Clicked. Well, it's not coming. Here, I'll try it again. Clicking on the next comment. Okay, that one came pretty quick, but yeah. So I don't know. I want to get where I have like this. I don't know how to do it better than this with StreamYard. This is what I got. So I don't know if there's a way to put the chat all the way up the side, and a little bigger would be nice. And StreamYard, like I think the other ones, I can't remember what it's called. There were some people, you see some people doing live streams have the chat running up right here on the screen. That would be good. So that way that can't, you know, if it's re-uploaded, you got the chat. You still got the chat. But anyway, I'm re-uploading all the old videos. And that's from yeah, Mr. Lee says Raptor crazy, that's more than a year ago. Uncle Bone says Raptor Brent did one a few days ago using Lockbeard's info. Well, there were other people behind that too, because I didn't. Other people alerted me to the situation. I don't want to. I mean, obviously, you know, certain names were mentioned, but other people, you know, alerted me to what was going on there, because, and that's the only way I knew. And so Uncle Bone's saying that the Raptor. Um, so it's not even really my info. It comes from those other people, and those other people can say what they want to say, if they want to, you know, reveal that they were involved or not here in the chat or in the comments. Or I just don't want to, because some people, they're really, you know, some people don't want to be involved in getting the drama, and you know, because there's drama. Raptor says, Mr. Lee, I understand now. He uploaded it from the channel. I thought it was recent. Bones did see that. I just didn't know if it was like a few nights ago about Lockbeard's video. Mr. Lee, did you find it on the original channel? Yeah, thank you. Donald says, I don't care what he says. It was a misunderstanding. He is so full of crap. Yeah, he's lying. Obviously, I mean, everybody, I mean, shit. He's caught. He's caught, you know. So he's so caught. You know, and if he stole one picture, he probably stole 100 others. You know, it just amazed me. You stole a picture that doesn't show anything out of somebody's video, and then you stick your name on the picture. You screenshot someone else's video, take a picture, post it on your community tab with your name stuck on there as if, oh, this is mine. Luckily, some people are paying attention enough that they caught him. They caught him, and I just wanted to draw attention to that because he's got all these people who believe the bullshit that he's telling. He's lying. In the chat, he said, I'm in the field every day. Well, okay, you say you're in the field every day, but I just proved you're a liar. I just proved you stole pictures and you're a liar. So how am you expect me to believe you're in the field every day? Well, if you mean in the field is you were sitting at your computer stealing screenshots off of other people's video, okay, then you need to define in the field to me because you have a different idea. Because he would have me believe that well, he got caught, so he changed his story, right? But originally his his caption said that was him that took that picture. And so he would have me believe that he was out there, he took that picture. Something about, oh, there's an alpha male over there, and blah, 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 whatever he said. And I'm in the field every day. No, dude, I don't believe you're in the field at all. I think you're sitting at your computer stealing screenshots. And I don't know. I mean, he might have stopped. I mean, dude, it is not hard to take your own pictures. If you're going to take pictures, just take pictures. Nothing. There's nothing in that picture anyway that I see. Now, the owner of that video would disagree with me on whether or not there's something in the picture, right? But that's not the point. The point is that was her video. He stole a screenshot out of it, and I don't see anything in it. So if he's going to take pictures with nothing in it, that anyone can conclusively see anything in it, he might as well just go take pictures, random pictures of the wood line, and just make whatever claims he wants about it. But so why is he doing it this way? Why is he stealing screenshots out of people's video? Or was? He may not be doing it anymore. Why would you do that and then stick your name on it? I mean, that's just so crazy. I mean, I don't get it. I wonder if he ever took one out in one of my videos. I'm sure, I say it a lot of times in my like uploads where I'm walking around in the woods at night. Um, that someone might say, "Oh, I see something there." See, there could be. I mean, who knows what's out there? I mean, there's 1,000 eyes on me when I'm out there. You look at the ground and it sparkles. A lot of those sparkles are the eye shine off those wolf spiders. But there's all the other critters out there too. Mocha Bones, Raptor Crazy, Brent's video on LIB. JT says, Raptor, just add an LOL at the end of everything you say. LOL. The Phenomenon Network, yeah. Yeah, nothing going on much there yet, but eventually there will be. You may want to wait to subscribe, because if you subscribe there now, like, you're going to get notifications for the upload to both this channel and the Phenomenon Network for like 2 or 3 months. Whenever, I don't know when all the videos will be uploaded. About half of them are set up. They're uploaded already, and then they're set to go public, one per day. So, you know, so I'll be uploading the rest of them, and they'll be set to go, up to go public, one video a day, one old live stream a day, until they're all on there. And then hopefully by the time that happens, I can live stream to both Phenomenon Network and LOCKBEARD channel at the same time. Again, once I'm able to afford to get the paid version of StreamYard that would allow me to do that. I can't do that right now because the basic StreamYard you can't live stream the two channels at the same time. Thought about that. Yeah, just put LOL after everything. Danny says, "Are you, or you could just be like me and not give a flying F what people say. If I hurt your feels bad to effing bad, Merry Christmas, motherfuckers." Angel says, "LIB was on, but I think they were talking more about fishing than anything." Yeah, that's what someone mentioned. They felt like they weren't, they were avoiding the subject. Donald, wake up. I'm trying. JT says, Raptor, but then Jeff will just think you're laughing at him, not with him. LOL, you can't win. Raptor says, JT, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I noticed in my notifications, that that Jeff has subscribed to the channel, so I don't know if he wants to keep an eye on me or what. Don't know what the deal is there. Donald says, yeah, I noticed Danny removed his chats in that video. Do what now? Danny removed his chats in that video. I don't know what you mean there. What do you mean he removed his chats in that video? You talking about on someone's live stream or what? Go over see what the Tall Ones is doing over there. Hopefully I don't break the stress out the system too much trying to. Yeah, he's live. Tall Ones is live. Hold on a second. It's taking a bit to upload. It doesn't want to. Or not upload, to load up, get going. It don't want to go. See, Sasquatch Wizard's over there. Mark's over there. James Woodard. Eyes in the Woods. They're all over there. Jen. Let me see here. Donald says he removed. Hold on a second. This trying to get the pop up on there. He removed all his comments in the chat on the LIB exposed video. Danny did? Why would Danny remove his comments? What gives, Danny? What gives? There's Tall Ones. He live on Walkabout, looks like. Mr. Lee says Danny or Donald O'Reilly. Yeah, Brent live. How long does he normally go live? If he, I feel like he doesn't do this very regular. Danny says, I didn't remove shit. But I tell you what, though, YouTube does. YouTube removes a bunch of stuff. Like if you say something that YouTube don't like, certain words that triggers their system, because you'll go in, like sometimes you'll get, because you get the email about a comment on your video, right? But then you go to the video and the comment isn't there. And like a lot of times they'll say, like someone will make a comment and they'll say there's 2 replies. But when you click down there, you can only see one of them, or 3 replies and one of them's missing. There's only 2, or so on. So sometimes it tells on itself that there is another comment there, but YouTube's hiding it for some reason. Mr. Lee's laughing. Donald says, Danny, none of your comments are in that chat. So you're talking about the chat. You're talking about the actual chat on the side. You're not talking about the comments down below after the end of the live stream. Or well, in that case, it wasn't live. If you're talking about Brent's LIB video, that was not a live stream. But so you're talking about the comments. Danny says maybe I just didn't comment. Well, I assume that they are. I assume they're saying what they're saying because they saw a comment that is no longer there. Is that the? I don't know, but is that what happened? You guys saw a comment from Danny that's no longer there? Raptor says, does it say what Brent is talking about? Oh, it just says he's live. He's out there catching the sun going down over there in the west. It's completely dark here already, obviously, but he's still got a little sun on the horizon down there, over there in the west side of the nation. Mr. Lee says, and from now on, I'm going to keep a close eye on you. Angel says, interesting comments over on Brent's. You want to spy? Want to spy on their comments? Oops. We can spy on Brent's comments section. Oh, Sasquatch Secrets is over there. Well, let me back up here. Let me zoom in a little more closely here. It's hard to see. Sasquatch, printer drama, Ocala National Forest, skunk apes. Sasquatch Wizard and Ardak says to Brent, I want to thank you again for revisiting the LIB hoaxing. I've been digging into this since you posted your video to confirm my answer to this situation, and will be posting my response soon. Afghanistan expedition. This mountain giant shit is more. What the hell? Let's see here. Brian Chewy says, I have a few stories about LIB and how he is when actually out in the woods. Oops. Hold on a second. Kaiju says, wait, is Mogs upset with you? He must be responding to something Brent said. Eisenwood says, agreed, Brent, you did everything right. 1-0. Truth is always right. I mean, I guess I could turn on the audio, but what's up, Brian Chewy? Angel says, hi, everyone listening in. Eisenwood says, Brent, people want to support LIB because he's an injured veteran, but if he is lead people, that's not right. Lead people. Misled people. That's what she meant. Yeah. Kaiju said they don't know what to think anymore. Just want to find Bigfoot. Yeah, and you know, so Kaiju, you gotta stop with the you gotta I mean, we go round and round, right? Because people get latched on to hoaxers, liars, scammers, people who are trying to act like they're being all scientific about the thing, but in reality, those people couldn't science their way out of a wet paper bag. The people funneling money into hoaxers instead of into people who might actually be able to accomplish something. And you got to be careful because there's people out there who appear to just want to, grift off the subject. They don't actually care about finding the answers. LIB's over there making some pretty redonkulous claims, right? He's got Bigfoot mind speaking and everything else. Just ridiculous stuff. And he's stealing people's pictures and lying about it, and pictures that don't even have anything in them, and he's clearly not serious about finding squat. So you got to respect the grift, but there's going to be people out here who are going to be mad about that and are sick of you clouding up the water. You're stirring up the mud while we're trying to see what's down there. And we're sick of it because some of us actually want the damn answer to what the truth is. Mr. Lee says, Angel, what they talking about? LIB. And then Tanny says, later, too much Bigfoot drama. I'm going to watch pay-per-view wrestling. Well, that's... I've never been a wrestling person. Never really watched much wrestling. I never watched... I mean, the only reason I've ever watched it is because a friend was watching it. Those guys are... That's drama. That's expert drama right there. Expert wrestling level drama. That's all they do is drama. So I don't know if you're I don't know if you're saying you want you just don't feel like Bigfoot drama right now. You feel like wrestling drama. Like you're sick of people saying I'm gonna kick somebody's ass, and then nobody gets their ass kicked. So you want to go watch wrestling and see some ass get kicked. Oh, see Uncle Bone's posting our live over there. Oh shoot, damn chat moved on me. Danny, have a good night. Be safe, says Raptor. Raptor says, I was just wondering if Jeff Pine Island was on there. On Brent's channel? I wouldn't think so. Not on screen. I don't see him in the chat either. Angel says not in the chat that I saw. Danny says LIB just went live. Oh shit. Raptor says, okay, Angel, thank you. Angel says, Brent just gave Lockbeard credit for the LIB pictures. Well, I didn't I did go. Someone else told me, where to, look, and kind of alerted me to stuff. But I did have to go and kind of find the right frame out of the video, and it's a perfect match. It's a perfect match. It's an open and shut case on LIB. He stole that screenshot, and then off that video, and then the screenshot I took of his post claiming that they met me at the tree line, and then changing his story in the chat. That's why it's good that I wish I had the chat. Like I almost want to go back. Man, it'd strain my computer trying to make this happen, but I could do it. It would take a while because I'd have to go back. I could probably. Man, how do I do that? It'd be really problematic to pull this off. Somehow screenshot the entire length of the live stream, the chat throughout the live stream, and then put it into the screen. But it would end up covering up stuff because I'm showing stuff. It wouldn't be, where I have space over here like this. So it would be hard. Maybe I could shrink the screen down, but then you wouldn't be able to see other things, and it would just mess it up, and it'd be so much trouble for little value. So it sucks. It sucks that the chat should be somehow included with the video, but I don't know any way to make that happen, especially for the ones that are long gone, like after that first YouTube channel, the channels that have happened between now and back then, a lot of those chats are just gone, obliterated from YouTube. Danny says, I was comparing wrestling crap drama to the current state of the Bigfoot community. Maybe we should. Hey, there's a few people out there that are game to, because they got someone over here, you got like people like, your Frank Williams, aka Dark Waters, and your the entree DDoS, and your Vault of Nightmares, Vault of Nonsense, James Tucker. All these people saying they're going to kick people's ass, and they're gonna terminate people, and all these threats, legal threats, cease and desist letters that are fake, and all this crap. But then when someone finally says, you know what, bring it, they don't show. Because Paranormal Roundtable there, he sounds like he's game. He's like, you guys show up at the ring, you sign the appropriate waivers, because you step in the ring, you're taking risk, right? I mean, you got two guys in there trying to kick each other's ass. Somebody could get hurt, and somebody could get hurt bad. So yeah, you sign a damn waiver. That's the best thing to do. Like, if this asshole wants me to meet him in an alley or something, that's ridiculous. That's a dangerous situation. I mean, for a number of reasons. A lot of things can go wrong. some freaking street fighting like that. And then, then I don't have any bit, because especially watching people like, shit, all these guys, like, we've seen all this stuff. You guys have heard the story of the DDoS story. You saw the videos. It's on. You can go look at the DDoS live stream from 2 years ago that I did. That video's in there. These guys are not right. They're wrong in the head. DDoS, Volta Nightmares, aka James Tucker. These guys are clearly not right in their damn head. So, if they showed up, if they said you show up at this place at this time, and you did, you might be meeting somebody that has a weapon, right? It's not going to be a fair fight. See, Josh Turner over there, it sounded like to me, he's offering, hey, a fair fight. We get in the ring, we sign waiver, get in the ring, fair fight. No weapons. But see, these guys don't want a fair fight. They want to, if they show up, they're coming to try and do something very unfair. They're not looking for a fair fight, and they're not stable. They're not mentally correct. One of these guys, physically attacks a boy, uh, uh, that's nowhere near physically on his level, and women. So this guy is a tremendous raging vagina. So he's not going to show up and get in a ring because he's too much of a vagina to do so. He wants you to agree to meet up in an alley somewhere, so he has some buddies, or he's got weapons, or whatever he's going to do. You cannot trust this guy to do anything fair. He's not right in the head. He's a criminal. And so when, no matter what he says, like if he taunts anyone out there, look, anyone that's watching this and you're dealing with these guys, if they're taunting you, trying to make you feel like you're being a wuss for not agreeing to meet them for a fight, dude, you're not. You're being smart. You're not being a moron. Do not go meet these guys. These guys are not right in the head. They're criminals, and they will try to hurt you in an unfair manner. They're not looking for a fair fight with you. They're not. They'll try and act like they are, but they are not. Josh Turner's proving that right now. Or he was. I don't know. I haven't been watching. It's like, but it sounded to me like he was totally willing to step in the ring and have a fair fight with these guys. And guess what? These pussies didn't show. They're not going to show. They're not agreeing to show. They're trying to act like, look, so they can keep claiming. So anyway, John, hey Danny, Josh Turner's trying to give you what you really want over there. He is, but these guys are not. They're not going to agree to a fair fight, and so yeah. And even then, man, like, I don't, because, dude, you just don't know. The guy might smuggle in a weapon or whatever. I mean, who knows? Even if he did show up, I don't know how crazy these guys are. I do not know how crazy these guys are. Looking at their videos, what, and what they've done, and it just, who knows? And you don't want to take a chance. I mean, people, because of stuff that's happened on YouTube, have ended up terminated because there's some freaks out there. That's why like a person like me, like you see some of these channels, they do meetups. Well, these are people who have gone to great extents to try not to offend anybody, and hopefully no one gets mad enough to target them. And that's the only way they can do these meetups. I can't do meetups. I just can't, because one of these psychos would show up and cause some trouble, and it's not safe. So, and I can't dodge bullets. So, freaking James Tucker basically said he was going to blow some people away on multiple occasions. So no, I can't give my location away for shit. If I give a location away, I kind of have to say it has to be after I've left, because these psychos are out there. They need to go to jail for what they have done. But Ray Dawes here. Welcome to the chat. Ray Dawes says Stevie Wonder could see that bullshit. Ray Dawes says, who believes these buffoons? Oh man, I don't know. Thousands of subscribers. Although it would seem to be because Josh Turner, commenting about the Social Blade stuff, seeming to indicate that there's a lot of fake accounts subscribed to these guys. Tom Cruise says, bring it, I have skills. Tiny Tom Cruise. What's up, Tiny Tom Cruise? I don't know. Did I have a Tom Cruise video anywhere? Oh, wait a minute. I did have one. I have one video with Tom Cruise. It's not really a video. I thought maybe I got something else with Tom Cruise up on here. Hold on a second. I got this one anyway. Well, okay, it's showing my audio's back. Yep, can't play the videos. I mean, it showed, it came up, but it was everything. It was so bogged down from doing that. It was so bogged down from doing that. Radar says, for fuck's sake, fighting over their bullshit Bigfoot lies. I don't know whether to laugh, cuss, or cry. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, there are people out there who that's the only way they know to deal with when they, like with the case of LIB, of course, he ain't threatening to kick anyone's ass that I'm aware of. He just came in the chat and just continued to deny and lie. But these other ones, they come from a totally different mindset that's not normal. Oh, they think they're normal. Well, James Tucker seems to realize he's not normal. He's basically stated that. But that's Vault of Nightmares. But they think it's perfect. It's a normal thing for in their life, in their mindset, to threaten physical violence on people and to get in a fight. They want to go. They want to fight. Well, I'm sorry. If you come on here and you spew lies and someone says, "Hey, we can see that that's a lie," well, accept that. That's just that's what's going to that's what's going to happen when you lie. Somebody's going to spot it and say something about it. Mr. Lee says, Tom Cruise, you are fat and bloated now. Oh, Mr. Lee, you're so hard on Tom Cruise. Radolph says, I'm concerned about the mentality. Whoops, that dropped off there. Trying to get it to come back up. I'm concerned about the mentality of people who fall for this shit, like Zasky being part Bigfoot. Seriously, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. But there's people buying into that stuff. There are people buying into that stuff. Look, the funny thing is that Zasky, um, if Zasky was a truthful guy and wasn't full of so much bullshit, the reality is that if he talked to me and what I believe about Bigfoot, um, based on morphological characteristics that seem fairly consistent amongst people that seem to be pretty credible witnesses. They're not that are not making ridiculous claims about portals and cloaking and mind speak and all this crazy stuff. Just regular sightings of a big hairy dude, right? And based on based on based on those because I haven't I I am not sure that I have seen one. What I did see when I was a really young child is a very faded memory. It was walking on all fours. It wasn't a normal animal. I don't know what it is. I had a suspicion that it might be a Bigfoot trying to act like it was a four-legged creature to fool me as a little boy, but I don't know that. It was too far away. It's a very faded memory, so I don't know. But so I haven't laid eyes, and it would be a very good thing for me to have a sighting like Joe Snyder's sighting that he says he had, right? If I had that sighting with my eye, right? Because the average person who hasn't studied any science, they haven't studied evolutionary biology, they haven't studied all those biologies, all the ologies. I've studied so many, I've been all over the place, botany, zoology, oceanography, geology, I've been all over the place. And, but one of my biggest interests is evolutionary biology. And if I had a good minute to look at a Bigfoot and I was close enough I could see, I'd be able to tell you for sure that what my current, hypothesis might be a little strong word, probably speculation based because it's based on sightings that I can't confirm, right? All of those people could be mistaken, or they could have a mental problem, or they could have been under the influence of something, or they could be just a liar. Every single one of them could fall into one of those categories. But if the ones that seem credible are true, then based on that, my speculation, my hypothesis based on what would seem to be the consistent observations of the morphology of these creatures, as well as some other things I factor in there, um, would be that Sasquatch is Homo sapiens. That if they're real, they are human. They're just a race of people that are big and hairy, and that's it. They're not a separate species or anything like that. Which would mean that could be a possibility that some people walking around amongst us have a little bit of Sasquatch DNA in them. Could be the case. And it goes under the radar because if I'm correct, they're human. So if anyone tests their DNA, it's going to show us fully human because they are. Because Sasquatch is fully human. This whole idea of hybrids is ridiculous. You can't breed with a separate species. It just doesn't happen. That's the definition of species that some people even in the scientific community can't seem to get right in their freaking head. A species, if you breed with it, it's the same species as you. End of story. That's how it works. That's the definition of species. Go look it up, but 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 yeah, so that claim of Mark Zasky, I could defend as plausible, not true. Um, because especially considering the other stuff he's done with all the fake pictures, all the pareidolia, would indicate that you can't trust anything he says, and he just made that shit up. But if he was someone that seemed to be reasonably credible, then um, then I could say, look, What he is saying is not. I don't think is crazy. I think it's definitely a possibility that some people walking around have a tiny little bit of Sasquatch DNA in them. That's a possibility, but because it's him, it's probably bullshit. Raptor says, Mr. Lee, that's not nice, especially to a movie star. Hit the wrong mood. Squatching Cowboys here. He says, howdy y'all, Tom, Uncle Bones, Raptor Ray, Angel Lucky. What's up, Squatching Cowboy? It's glad to see these grifters getting called out, says Ray Dahl. Well, there's a few of us out here trying to do it, and whenever we get adequate information, it's hard to catch them because they're slick. But we need to get rid of them because they're clouding the water up, right? We can't. They're clouding the water up because there's, in part, it's not 100% their fault. There's a whole audience out there, people that are eating this crap up. They want to hear the crazy story because the truth is boring, right? If I'm correct, and Sasquatch is just a big hairy race of people, that's not a ridiculous idea. It's just it's really it's Occam's razor itself. It's the simplest explanation is the truth, right? Then it's a boring answer, right? Because they're not jumping in and out of portals, they're not cloaking like the predator. They're not telepathically communicating with you. They're not doing any of this crazy stuff, right? They're not jumping in and out of different dimensions and all these claims. It's boring, right? Because every other animal on the planet, guess what? Every other animal on the planet isn't doing that shit either. Everything we've discovered so far, they're just hanging out, living. They might be really good at some stuff like camouflage. Some of these octopus and squid can do some really cool camouflage, but that's not cloaking like they're claiming Bigfoot does. They're claiming Bigfoot just vanishes before your eyes. So, but that's the problem, because you people who are telling lies can tell, they can add in all the other ridiculous crap. So that's one of my, I hate to give away this, because the liars are going to use this, right? One of the things that we know, one of the things I use as a way to screen out the bullshitters or get a large portion of the bullshitters screened out is if they mention those things, you just stick that in a, you file that away. It doesn't, that encounter is probably BS. And not necessarily because the person's a liar. Maybe they're just mistaken. Maybe they hallucinated. Maybe they had a bad reaction to their Chinese buffet earlier that day. I don't know. But when the story has those kind of ridiculous parts to it, just you toss it aside. You might keep it in a file over there, but every other creature we discover doesn't do any of that shit. Why should Sasquatch do it? Every other tribe of people we've discovered, they don't do that stuff. They just kind of live and do their thing, and they're physical, and they're not jumping in and out portals and telepathically communicating with people. Ray Daw says, I knew Zasky was a scroungy dirtbag grifter the very first time I saw that retard in video. Indeed. Well, especially after he did that oh my gosh, that attack on Bigfoot Odyssey. Whatever their issues are, I mean, holy crap, dude. Damn. Squatch Cowboy says, I'm not a Bigfoot expert, but I did sleep at a Holiday Inn last night. Brent's chat's getting lively. Is it? I see Eyes in the Woods says, Brent, did Leon say Patrick Vaughn was legitimate? Oh, they're going there, are they? JT says, I'd love to see what Carrie would think about the shit Zasky been saying lately. I'd like to think when he got to the point of saying he's part Bigfoot that Carrie would have told him to fuck off. Well, I'd hope so. I don't know how that whole relationship, because I didn't follow Carrie closely enough to see, to know, I certainly don't know these people personally. But all I know is that Carrie's channel had a lot of bullshit on it. And amongst that bullshit was Zasky. So yeah. So he invited it. By allowing all that craziness on his channel. Radall says, Joe, shut up. Don't, are you sleeping? Mr. Lee says that a Holiday Inn cowboy. Yeah, like those commercials they used to have. Raptor says, I thought it shows Donald on Brent's chat too. Yeah, a couple people are in both. Angel was in both. Angel says, Raptor, if on a laptop you can have both playing at the same time and flip between them easily. Yeah. Like because there's that Raptor, that's Brent's chat on his live stream right now that you see right there. And I just got the sound off. Ray Dahl says Zasky's police record speaks for itself. I really haven't seen much about that. I hear it's colorful. Yeah, I imagine. You probably can't do it on a phone, Raptor. But Uncle Bones says, Raptor, no, Donald, not Brent's chat. I am. Yeah, Uncle Bones is over there. See? Bat Mom's over there. I see her. Long Duck Dong, third generation tracker. Laugh my ass out. That cracks me up. Who's Long Duck Dong? Yeah, Raptor saw your name, Uncle Bones. Angel says, Raptor, I both getting going +2 scanner feeds. Multitasking. Radall says, blah, ha, ha, not the MSG Chinese overload. I swear, man, that shit's hallucinogenic. People go in there, get stuffed to the gills with that crap. You gotta be careful, man. That Chinese, you can't trust that Chinese food now. Raptor says, Angel, are you on your phone or computer or a laptop? You ought to be able to do it on a computer or a laptop. Angel says, Raptor laptop. I hate the phone for video. Screen's too small. Yeah, I hate doing anything on a phone. I use it for calls, some texting, that stuff. But, if I'm out and about, that's what I'll use. But trying to do anything on the internet on a phone is like eating a plate of rice with a toothpick. Raptor says, at Angel, I agree. My eyes are getting worse. I have to get stronger readers to see the screen. Let's see. Ray Dahl says, that's when I stopped watching Bigfoot Odyssey. Watching Cowboy says, you mean to tell me Bigfoot isn't interdimensional? Is that the way you spell it? Close enough. Well, one thing that irritates me about the whole concept, because people have been watching too much science fiction. You can get a lot of good ideas and introduction to a lot of interesting concepts and useful concepts through science fiction. But the problem is there's also a lot of crap that doesn't actually translate to reality. So, you know, so this whole concept of interdimensional. I guess it'd be useful to try and define each of these words. You know, multiple universes and all this stuff. It'd be useful to try to get a more concrete definition of each one of the things, because different people have slightly different ideas of what these things are. Um, um, like if you watch the TV show Sliders, for example, and they were able to make a portal with this device, and they would go through the portal, and they would end up, they'd still be on Earth, but they'd be on Earth in a different dimension. And on that Earth, history unfolded a little bit different. Sometimes it was drastically different, sometimes it was only slightly different. A lot of stupid different combinations of things that occurred on these different Earths, but they're all occupying the same space, sort of, but they're all in these different places. Now, people haven't, because they've been watching too much sci-fi where this kind of thing happens all the time, they think this is actually a reflection of what reality could be, and it's just not. Just not. You got people out there actually believe in the concept that every time there's a decision, um, the universe splits, right? Like if you have a decision, you come to a stop sign, am I going to turn right or left? Um, there's going to be multiple universes result from that, because they say they think the universe is going to split into two different universes because one person made one choice. Well, man, that's an infinite, seriously infinite number of universes after billions of people on trillions and trillions of planets and trillions of galaxies all make individual decisions throughout their lives. It's just absolutely insane. Where is all this mass coming from? It's ridiculous. It's a completely ridiculous concept. There is one universe. There's one universe, and it doesn't have multiple dimensions. What it does have is things that you cannot see in this one universe and one dimension, right? So like a snake can see, heat. You can't see heat. There's things you can't see, but other animals can see a little bit here, and infrared. It's just different spectrums. Everything is on it's funny. Everything is on the spectrum, right? And there's infinite frequencies. And we exist within a certain range, and we can perceive things within a certain range. And beyond that, there's stuff beyond that. That's not in another dimension. It's not in another universe. It's in this universe. It's just that you can't see it or touch it because it's beyond your frequency range of interaction. You can't interact with things. There could be life forms in those frequency ranges that have no idea you're here either. There could be some things that kind of exist in between and have some level of interaction in between. But this whole idea of interdimensional nonsense is just crazy. It's and multiple universes. It's just crazy. It doesn't hold up at all. And of course, that's going to piss a bunch of people off because they watch too much Sliders or whatever other Star Trek and stuff like that. I love Star Trek. I love Sliders, but the reality is that's not really even science fiction. It is fantasy. It's fantasy. It can't actually happen. It can't, um, uh, if someone does invent a transporter, the like in Star Trek, a transporter, are you really going to jump into there? Let this machine obliterate your existence and then somehow use the information to reconstruct you from energy at a totally different location. That's not you. They made a copy. They killed you and then they made a copy of you. That's what they did, according to how that science works. Now, the cool thing about how the universe actually works is that there may eventually be, I don't know if it's actually possible, but oh man, for you to go from one point in the universe to another point in the universe, just instantly. But and actually, you just go. But I don't want to use the word wormhole. Some people would try to use that word wormhole. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how everything in existence how do I explain this? Everything in existence is not necessarily not all in one place. It is from your ability to interact with it, but not really. That's way too far down the rabbit hole. We probably should stop there. Mr. Lee says, looks like Nikki may go live after Brent. Raptor says at Lockbeard, on Bigfoot Odyssey, it was both ways. I got blocked from Bigfoot Odyssey for years ago because he was reading a story and it was out of a book. JT says, Sliders, I love that show. They made a portal gun out of a modified TV remote control. Plausible, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was an interesting movie. I mean, interesting show. It's pretty cool, but completely fantasy. I mean, just look, they're jumping through this damn thing, and somehow the professor never broke a leg. He probably did at some episode, I'm sure, but that dude should have been busted up every freaking time they jumped through that stupid thing. JT says in reality dimensions, up, down, left, right, forward, backward, all three of our dimensions. Well, yeah, that's that's a whole different definition. And then of course you got to think about time as a dimension. And of course that doesn't that doesn't a lot of people aren't see because when they're thinking about three-dimensional object or thinking about um, um, Cartesian space, but then they don't think it. They're like, okay, how's time a fourth dimension? That's not a geometrical measurement. Well, yeah, but you got to understand that you can have three dimensions all day long, except you don't without time. Because if you don't have a single instant of time for something to exist in, a three-dimensional object to exist in, then that three-dimensional object simply does not exist. You have to have time, at least an instant of time for it to exist in. You have no time, your three-dimensional object still don't exist. So it's so you got to think of it as another dimension, the fourth dimension, or whatever dimension people want to call it. There's people trying to say, well, there's these 12 dimensions. This is a totally different definition of dimension, though, that we're talking about here, from whole other worlds and other dimensional worlds. That's a whole, but yeah. Did Brent stop over there? Let me jump over there. JT says, true, all true, lock, smart man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Jumping over here to. So I can't hear what Brent's saying. He got turned down. Michael Frederman says, I'm getting ready for an hour of TV in bed. It's not even 6 yet. Grasshopper says, I don't see LAB live. Bamlin says, what's up, bro? Love your sleeveless shirts. Brian Shoe, Mike's doing a live now. Let me see. Did Brent stop? It looks like, I guess Brent stopped. The screen's black. He addressed it already. Sasquatch Wizard says, Brent, he definitely should apologize and accept the long road back to earning respect. Well, except Steenberg's correct. Well, that's Wizard talking over there on Brent's live. Except as Steenberg said, once you hoax, it was Steenberg, wasn't it? Once you hoax, you'll never be trusted again by the legitimate people out here. You'll never be trusted again. So there's no reason to ever, like, why do we need LIB? He never provided us anything that was true or useful before. Why should we expect anything different now? You know, Brian says he would gain a lot of respect to step up and admit the dirty deed. Jimbo says, oh, Jimbo was a defender of LIB, but he probably is LIB for all I know. I says Lockbeard is no. He's talking about me. She's talking about me. Lockbeard is no saint. Jesus, he has attempted his own grift. Well, we all want to monetize our channel. The difference is whether or not the person is legitimately wanting to try and find answers to these paranormal subjects, or if they're just there to grift. Now, LIB, he's proven that he's just here to steal people's pictures and lie, and he's just here to grift. So yeah. So I guess LIB, they said, somebody in there said LIB was only on for 40 minutes or something like that. Oh, the chat's taking off on me. Batman says, whoa, why am I on your screen? Oh, we were kind of watching Brent's chat over there. Didn't have the sound on, but we were watching Brent's chat. Welcome to the chat, Batmom. We're multitasking, says Angel. Yeah, I had Brent's chat popped up over there. Yep. JT says, once a hoaxer, always a hoaxer. Stick to the truth, never stray from the truth. Period. Yeah, that was Brent's chat. Demo says, video is buffering. I know what's going on now. Trips me. Oops. Trips me out. Radall says, liars are like thieves. Lie or steal once, and we're done. Yeah. Well, and I had two cases there or whatever, and I think there was one, like, what happened? Was there one that I wasn't able to release the other one, but I ended up being able to or whatever. But anyway, but he come in trying to lie about it and changing the story around. He'd already started doing that with the owners, saying, oh, well, somebody gave me this video. No, you posted it and said, LIB posted that clip, that picture, that screenshot from a video saying they met me at the woods. He's stating as if he went out and he was there and he took that picture and he was caught. So now he's trying to spin a story to hide the fact that what he had done. Oh, it was an accident. Just like Debbie Jones did with that audio that she stole and claimed was hers. You know, she could you could just show other people's stuff and it's cool. You just say who it is. That's all you got to do. You know, but these people. Cowboy says, Mr. Lee, are you going to come on and give us a Bigfoot report or what? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, used to, I was trying to push him to try to put together him a little segment or something that he could do over on Mogs. But since I don't watch Mogs anymore, I think Mr. Lee should do that over on Lockbeard channel. You know, put together some little comedy skit or whatever you do, you know. You do it every week. It'd be awesome, Mr. Lee. Batman says, Cowboy, you are the most amazing cowboy I know. I would love to meet you and the missus. Mr. Lee says, Cowboy, I have nothing to report. Yeah, but that's the point. That's the point. That's why it'd be funny. Every week you come on and you put together some little skit or something, but at the end of the deal, you know, few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is, you basically, or maybe you just do a little 30-second thing. You know, hello, I'm Mr. Lee 3PO with the English Bigfoot report, and there have been no new Bigfoot sightings in England. Thank you and good night. Every week it'd be the same thing, but you never know. You might actually get one of these days. Some people might actually see a Bigfoot over there. I don't think it's beyond the realm of possibility there could be Bigfoot over there. It's possible. Damn, Mr. Lee says, Squatching Cowboy. Mr. Lee says, Lockbeard, I will consider. You know, maybe you like do some little tiny. It doesn't have to be much. You know, short video where you go out and about and you know, I don't know, just something. You know, so, I was driving by this cemetery and there was some squatchy area in the woods behind it, and get chased out by a ghost instead or something. I don't know. Yeah, breaking news. No Bigfoot sightings today in England. Yeah. No Bigfoot sightings. Your hair might grow back too. Oh, you mean as far as if there's that you might actually get a real Bigfoot sighting over there? I think it's possible, Mr. Lee. I don't think it's impossible for Bigfoot to be in England. Um, you're all heavily populated, sure, but you still got forest. You still got forest. So let me pull that chat off of there. Looks like YouTube trying to do its processing anyway. Or no. Oh, shoot. It jumped to a new video. Good thing I went over and stopped it. Mr. Lee says, there. Hold on a second. Come on up. There, Donald is on Brent's chat. Yeah, Brent's gone. It's jumped. YouTube did the autoplay thing on me over there and sent it over to another channel. So Brent's done. Well, we've been going for 2 hours. I'm tired. So we'll just keep on doing what we've been doing. Every Saturday, 6 p.m., hopefully. Depends on a lot, whether something interferes. But for the most part, I seem to be able to stick to the schedule. Every day at 9 a.m. Central Time, you'll see an upload popping up of an old live stream. So that's all it is. It's not a current live stream. If you jump on, some people have gotten faked out by it, I think, and thought they were seeing a current live stream, but it's not. So every day for the next couple of months, there will be one of the old live streams getting uploaded until I get them all up on this channel and on TPN channel, which hopefully will be a future network where some other channels would be simultaneously streaming to the TPN network channel as well as their channel, just as I will be. And so we'll build it up as if it's a TV station, right, with multiple shows on it. Raptor's giving a peace sign. Nikki's on in 1 hour, says Uncle Bones. Raptor says, Uncle Bones, she is going live. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Raptor. Thank you, Uncle Bones, for your support, sir. And Mr. Lee says, Uncle Bones, I may watch or I may not. Anyway, thank you all for coming. And I will see you next week.